9:43. Hopping on a little later than usual, but good huddle this morning, me and Tim, and a couple topics came up. First was unlicensed product. Going to talk a little bit about that. If you know me, you know I'm not really a fan. I know it's like Wemby. San Antonio can't put Spurs. Like, I know what team you play for. It's the same colors. Just unlicensed. It's not it's just not quite the real thing to me. Even if it's autoed, even if it's numbered. I know the autograph is real. Well, I'm going to get more into that. And then the other thing was Shohei Ohtani signing a long-term exclusive deal with Topps. He had a non-exclusive deal with them already, but now he's got the exclusive. So I think he joins like Ichiro and Yamamoto and Matsui as other Japanese players that have exclusive deals. But yeah, so a little product talk this morning. Let me put the headphones on, make sure I can hear myself. How's everybody doing today? We've got the cool mornings are back because it's late August here. And so it gets warm during the day, but it cools off, feels real great at night. Perfect time of year to be in Maine. Maine in the summer, Maine in the late summer, I'll say. No better place to be. Leaf peepers are coming soon. Back to school. Yesterday was our first day where we had the shop closed, and I focused. I got so much done. Tim got a ton of stuff done. And now I have one day every week that I get off that I can use as I will. Probably use it for content. And got to the gym midday. Beautiful thing. Because it was the first day of school, and I was in here most of the day. Besides, I took an hour and a half to go to the gym down the street. Foley's. Shout out Foley's Fitness. Love it in there. A lot of space. Nobody was rattling the door. I had one guy, Mike, Junk Wax Hero. He doesn't make it down here much, but he wanted to come in to the shop, and he shot me a DM. He's like, "Oh man, huge bummer." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I got to pick one day. I've been here literally every day for 8 months." He understood. People understand. I think that's what I like about the hobby community. They get it. They know that I got to have a life too. So that Wednesday was great. So we're back in here Thursday. And Shohei Ohtani got this long-term, I'm reading the press release on Business Wire from Topps. So U.S. and Japan-based products, long-term deal. I don't know how long the deal is for. Global trading card deal. And Shohei's a 2-time MVP. More products, more offerings. We were talking this morning, Tim and I, and there is a downside to this, which is he's going to sign so much stuff that the value of his autograph is going to go down because it's basic economics, supply and demand. There's going to be so much supply, and the demand will go down. Although I did see yesterday before the Dodger game, there was a line at 11 a.m. at Chavez Ravine outside the stadium waiting for a 7 o'clock start. Fans were in line at 11 a.m. because they had this special Shohei bobblehead that I'm sure is already on eBay. Let's actually check. I bet you this. I went to this game that Sandy Koufax was at a couple years ago, and they had these cool Bank of America Sandy bobbleheads. But let's see, bobble. But those were selling for like $100. Nothing crazy. $50. I think I was outside the stadium. Guys were buying them for like $50 a piece. Shohei, and Decoy, because his dog's name is Decoy. So you can buy one now. This is from the game yesterday for $183. $209. And then they got the gold one. There's a gold one? $1,500. Get out of here. $184, $199. I don't understand life anymore. I don't understand life at all. Just texting someone about products we have. These are crazy. Is that because they think maybe somebody overseas in Japan is going to buy this? Maybe because they can't get to it. $17,000. I'm not kidding you. Japan new Shohei bobblehead with decoy. This is wild. Okay, but yeah, you can get one unopened, $200. That's a lot for a bobblehead. And the thing is, the price is going to go down. This is wild. But anyway, Shohei Topps. If you want to just eBay, just search Shohei Ohtani bobblehead, and you will see some ridiculous prices on this one with him and his dog. He's got the long-term exclusive deal, but his auto, outside of doing that exclusive card, a lot of exclusivity in this podcast. It's the 40-40. He joined 40-40 Club. He hit that walk-off home run. So he wrote 40-40 with his auto, and that became a card. So some special autos will still be valuable, but I've got, for example, Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame baseballs in here. I have a Willie Mays uncerted auto, $50. It's a going rate. You can come into my shop and get a Willie Mays ball for $50. So in the time we're in now, population's bigger, there's eBay, there's more marketplaces to buy. I think his autograph is going to go down in value unless you have a really special piece. So it is cool, on the other hand, because we're going to get some more exclusive offerings and some more of 5s, of 10s, of 25s, of 1 of 1s. And those will continue to be valuable because there's actually a limited supply. But the Shohei stuff, the Topps, Fanatics, everyone is cashing in. I get it. His agent, Shohei, cashing in. I understand the business of it, but for the collector, for the hobby, it's a long-term going to make the value of his autograph go down. So, sorry to bring the doom and gloom, but that's just how business works. So for a while, hey, if you can get lucky and get a couple of those really exclusive pieces, go ahead and do it. And if you just like Shohei, that's great. If you're not a business and you're just a collector, it's great news for you because you'll be able to get his autograph more often than not. And I see the same thing with Wemby in the Topps Chrome basketball, which leads me to that unlicensed product. Very cool to get a Wemby auto. I gotta say though, it's less cool to get a Wemby auto on an unlicensed card. And I like the look of the Topps Chrome. So once they can get the license back, I'm all in. All right, I'm all in. I'm just personally not an unlicensed card guy. I don't like it. It's not for me. I want to see not just the city, but the team name as well and the logo. That's part of it. I don't like the Boston baseball team. I like the Boston Red Sox. You know, not the Los Angeles baseball hitters. It's the Dodgers. Okay? Like, I need every piece of that in there in order for the card to mean something to me. And a good example is I've had folks bringing in jerseys that are signed, that are JSA or Beckett COA with the authenticity sticker. But immediately, I can tell, because it's always on the back of the jersey, the font is just a little bit off. The colors are basically right there. There's no logos. And when you look on the shirt tag, it's, made overseas. And I get it. Everything's made overseas. Like, Dave, what's the big deal with made overseas? Like, made in China, Philippines, wherever. My point is the jerseys are not official. They're unlicensed. And I would take a knockoff that was like really, really like close, but it doesn't look close. There's no logos because you can't legally put the logo on something unless you pay that big licensing fee with these leagues, which can be in the millions or quarters of millions of dollars just to get the licensing agreement to print stuff. And that's why unlicensed product is out there, because you can get image and likeness, you can get name, image, and likeness of the player. That doesn't mean you can get the team on board or the league or the players. Like, you'll get the Players Association, but you won't get the league because those are two entities and they always talk. That's why they have, lockouts sometimes if they can't agree on what to pay the players, how much percentage of the jersey sales and the merch sales, right? Because there's some guys that are getting paid the league minimum and they need a percentage of those sales. And then there's other guys like Shohei who they don't need it, but they're going to command more money for their jerseys. Like, Brady was making a bunch of money because his jersey was top selling, so he's getting a bigger chunk of that percentage. But that's a conversation for another day. I also I like the look of the Topps Chrome basketball, but I don't like that it's unlicensed. It's so close. It's like 9.5 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. If we're talking grading standards, it's a 9 out of 10. It's got everything. It's centered. The edges and the corners are perfect. The surface, everything looks good. There's even an auto, but there's no team name. And for that reason, I'm out. So that's just some hobby talk. Having the day to recharge and recover, vastly, vastly important, hugely important. I cannot say it enough. And I'd been ignoring it for so long. And let me tell you, just after having one day to myself to do some chores around the house, clean up around here, edit videos, just do some catch up on paperwork, be able to go to the gym in the middle of the day. Things I should be able to do as the business owner. Now I'm able to do them at least one day a week. And I kind of like that it's hump day. It's in the middle of the week because where I went to college, Santa Clara, I guess back in the day, way back in the day, 70s, 80s, 60s earlier, right? They would do Wednesday off because I think they had mass or church on that day. And so that kind of went with the class schedule, is no classes would be scheduled on a Wednesday. And without meaning to do that on purpose, I'm carrying that tradition through. So shop is not open at all Wednesday. I was going to do appointment only, but it kind of defeats the purpose. Then it's kind of like COVID. It's kind of like, hey, yeah, you can come pick up your food at the door. You can come get your cards at the door, right? It's also distracting. Maybe even more distracting because then your email and your phone and everything is like blowing up, notifications, and you've got to still service the customer because you're allowing them to do business with you. I think once I moved to being able to just have some more products on the website, online, obviously eBay still cranks. Tim was, listing and doing that yesterday. I think then I'll feel even more comfortable taking a day where we're not doing sales in the store because I'll be able to sell new product online, put some of the jerseys up, just more work, more things on the list. But I think these long-term deals with these players are, I think it's good. I think I'm a capitalist, so I'm all for it for the players. You make your money. And, advantageous to Topps because they can say, we've got Shohei, we've got Ichiro, we've got Matsui, Yamamoto, like we've got all the best Japanese players, and they've got exclusive deals with other people. I'm just using these as the example for today. Shohei, once in a lifetime generational player. It's just that just because you can doesn't always mean you should. And so if there's too many autos or too many cards, the value goes down. It just does. Over time, it just does. So, yeah. And as long as they keep him off unlicensed product, I'm in. Now, on the flip side of unlicensed, some people don't care. Some people collect, for example, the Leaf or the Sage football unlicensed, and they want to collect every single autograph from each year. So as a business owner, I can't fight that. As long as I can get the product at a good price, I can sell it to the customer, and that's what they like. Because damn my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to let it get in the way of making money, and not going to let it get in the way of somebody collecting the stuff that they truly like. There's a great saying, don't yuck somebody's yum. Like if they like it and they're excited, don't rain on their parade. Don't, go against that. Just let them be. They're happy. Like that's the point of collecting, is to collect what you like. I just don't like unlicensed product. So I wasn't like going out of my way to get this Topps Chrome basketball because it is expensive. Although on the other side, if I had a little extra money, I probably would get it because I know people are asking me. People are texting me at 8 a.m. Hey, do you have Topps Chrome? I'm like, I have Topps Chrome baseball. Don't have Topps Chrome basketball because it's unlicensed. But I don't say that because I just, honestly, I just don't have a direct account. Well, I didn't until yesterday. Being direct to Topps, this is big deal. I just now need to get in contact with somebody to let me make some purchases because I needed the product. Like getting the thumbs up, the stamp of approval, that's great. But what do I do with the stamp of approval? Nothing really except be excited. What I really need is to be able to buy the product and sell it. So I'm going to check my emails here in a minute. That's on my top of my list, as well as getting to the pod. We've got shows coming up. Carter, I think Chris and Carter are coming in today. Carter and some buddies. I don't think they're back to school yet. And to rip some products. So that'll be fun. Good to catch up with them. We just did their trade day at the Sea Dogs last weekend. And we will be at their AmVets in Yarmouth October 12th. And that will be a fun show, fun trade event. And then October 19th and 20th, Northeast Sports Card Expo at the Expo in Portland, where the Maine Celtics play. It's a 2-day event. I just found out Patrick Pass is going to be there. I know Patrick a little bit from doing a photo shoot with him for the cookbook I did with David Ortiz and David Ortiz Children's Foundation. So I got to shoot him a DM, see if we can catch up a little bit. Be cool to get maybe some content with him, maybe a photo. Anyway, be good to catch up. The life I have lived and the people I have met, I gotta catch up with some of these people. Football's back, still very stoked on it. First Alabama game, just 2 days away on Saturday. Gonna map out a couple of those to go to. It helps when your aunt and uncle have season tickets, Roll Tide. And with that, subscribe, like, comment, share. Hit me with some things you want me to talk about. Joe, yes, secretly I did open the shop so I could just be closer to Hadlock and go to more games. Trying to do some partnerships with the Sea Dogs and with the Maine Mariners coming up. So once I get a little more marketing budget, gonna get on the boards in the Civic Center and get on the wall at the Hadlock Field, and then probably the Maine Celtics. Those are the 3 minor league teams we got here that are just up my alley. And then I think we're gonna do a back to school blowout sale. Some of the old product in here at really good prices, so look for that. We're at 370 US Route 1 in Scarborough. If you're in southern Maine, come on by 6 days a week because I need that Wednesday off. And check the website, doubleplayco.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.